Hey guys, Jamie 4 here, and so today I'm going to be doing something a bit different. Oh, you see, I'm a fan of Death Battle, and I'm also a fan of the SCP Foundation. So I thought, what better way to show my love of both series than to come up with a matchup for various SCPs. Now, of course, I can't do a matchup for every single SCP, because that would take way too long, because there's like over 5,000 of them. But I've selected some popular ones and came up with mostly pretty good matchups for them. Also, this video is entirely unscripted, so let's see how we go. SCP-173 versus Specimen 6 from Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Now, connections. I guess that's where I'll start. Both living beings made from inanimate objects, being concrete and wood, respectively. Well, I mean, like, is wood inanimate? I mean, when it's part of a tree, it's not inanimate, I guess. But like, when it's like not on a tree, which in this case it's not on a tree, I guess it would be inanimate. So yeah. But more connections. They can both only move when they're not being looked at, and they've been studied by by certain people. Now I'm pretty sure, at least for Specimen 6, I mean, there's files on them in the place. So I'm kind of assuming, mostly, sort of, somewhat. Oh, I guess it's already gone. Okay, but so who do I think wins? Honestly, pretty sure 173 stomps. Like, wow, like I could not think of how Ben the Merchant could win. Specimen 6 Ben the Merchant could win. He's just got no way of doing it. His main method of attack is a needle. Tiny little needle. That's his main weapon. And I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you knew this or not, but it's pretty hard to pierce concrete with a needle, especially since he doesn't really have that many good strength feats. SCP-173, however, can damage 682, and that just immediately puts him way higher than Specimen 6, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Yeah. SCP-096 versus Enderman. Got two skinny dudes who will kill you if you look at them wrong. Who wins this? 096 utterly destroys. Enderman does not stand a single chance. 096 is just way too strong. Like, seriously. Like, this guy can break through reinforced doors with no effort, jump, I don't know how many feet in the air, but a lot of feet in the air. He can survive without any organs, just by rage alone. And if I remember correctly, in one of the in a tale in one of the SCP tales, which are this one's like non-canon, but I think feats from it could be considered canon. And basically, they launch him in. Basically, in this tale, they launch him into the sun to try and get rid of him. But then he survives, and then he just starts drawing the Earth closer to him while inside the sun. So, yeah, I think Enderman wins. I guess if you wanted to make it a bit more fair, you could go with the mute. Wait, did I say Enderman? Wait, what? Yeah, Shy Guy wins. But I guess if you want to make it a bit more fair, you could go with Mutant Enderman. It's still not fair, but it's slightly more fair. Okay, SCP-049, the Plague Doctor, versus Herbert West. We got insane doctors. I'm not really sure if they're even doctors. Like, a Plague Doctor's not actually a doctor, and I have no idea if Herbert West is actually a doctor or not. I could. Who bring people back to life? I'll be honest, I don't really have that good idea for 049, and Herbert was just the first one I could think of. So, yeah. Who wins? Probably Herbert. He, apparently he's, like, immortal, and, like, he can never die or something. So that's pretty broken. I don't think 049 can actually... Sure, 049 can instantly kill anything he touches, but I don't think he can infinitely, like... Unless he's just infinitely spawn kills Herbert. I think Herbert wins this. So, this one. SCP-106 versus Granny. Yeah, this one's I had a trouble thinking of one for 106. It was the best I could think of. It's crazy, ugly, crazy old people who are basically walking corpses. Just like most of these matchups, the SCP stomps. 106 utterly destroys Granny. She stands no chance. He has his own pocket dimension, which he has full control over, and I don't think a bat can do much against a pocket dimension, or the fact that he corrodes any inorganic material he comes into contact with. So, yeah. We got dead Granny, but the old man wins. Okay, so I said I would do this unscripted. I'm doing it unscripted. I'm just deciding which matchup I want to talk about next. Okay. SCP-939 versus Siren Head. The connection here is that they mimic voices. You may be able to tell I didn't have that many ideas for opponents for 939, but I wanted to include all the SCPs in Secret Lab, so here we are. Also, no, this is not a same series fight. But yeah, I think this one could actually be pretty cool. It's like a bunch of... It's a giant voice mimic, which is a bunch of tiny voice mimics. Well, not tiny, but tiny in comparison. And like, yeah, I think this is actually one of the closest matches we have here. Right? For one, I think that so I think Siren Head actually loses this one. Yeah, again the SCP wins, but it should be pretty close. I mean, there's the main thing holding Siren Head back here is that there's only one of him, and there's a bunch 939s. So there's there's that. So I feel like that eventually Siren Head would get like tired out, and the 939s would win. Would take it in the end. And so yeah, that's another one done. SCP-079 versus HAL 9000. Oh boy, I don't know much about Hal. Yeah, I put him here because I felt like it was a fitting matchup. Of course, you could go GLaDOS, but Hal 9000 just, I don't know, feels better. But I don't know much about him. I know they're both rogue AI who the connections was for, yeah, it's rogue AI, like, kill people and stuff using machinery. Well, that's mostly in the secret lab game. I can't remember if that's 079's ever actually done that, but yeah. So the winner here, I'm actually not sure who wins this one due to my lack of knowledge on HAL 9000, but he might actually win. Like, oh, there's another connection of modern, of old versus past versus future versus past kind of thing, where because like HAL 9000's all futuristic and stuff, while 079 is stuck in an old, really old computer. So that's probably what would hold back 079 in this situation, the fact that he's trapped, that his hardware is much less advanced than 9000's, HAL 9000's. So, yeah. SCP-3166 versus Photo-Negative Mickey. Now, I'm probably going to have to say this one's a bit less of a popular SCP. 3166 is Garfield. It's basically Garfield. But the main connections here are popular characters. Well, I guess more suits of pop culture characters who kill people. Yeah, this would be more Treasure Island. It would be this probably be more Five Nights at Treasure Island for Mickey than the Abandoned by Disney one, since Disney one doesn't have any feats. Also, no, SCP-3166 is not Garfield. Stop saying he is Garfield, because he's not. They're two different things. Okay, who wins? I don't know. Could really go either way. I mean, like, 3166 has been harmed before, and I don't think the one he really has. But then again, I don't think I'm not really sure either could actually take out the other. So I don't know. Could really go either way, honestly. So SCP-682 versus Doomsday. Now, yeah, this is the big one. The hard-to-destroy reptile versus Doomsday. Now, here's a hot take. Not really, because this is the popular opinion. 682 wins. Yeah. 682 beats a DC character. Sure. So, here we go. First, let's see. The main connection here is that they're highly adaptable creatures, hell-bent on destroying humanity. Now, with that adaptability being their main connection, let's talk about that. So, yeah, 682 has better adaptability. Like, as soon as something happens to him, his is like practically instant. Happens to him, and then he adapts away. And then almost instantly, he adapts past the way through it. Doomsday, however, while he can sort of adapt on the fly, his main adapting usually happens while he's dead. Sure, he can come back from death and stuff, but like, yeah. He could but you'd still die. Yeah. And then for like the actual extent of their adaptability, Doomsday adapts to have a counter for anything that killed him, that forever killed him, I believe. 682, but like I think 682 is actually can adapt better as well. Actually, has better adaptation, but can also adapt better. Because I'm not 100% on this, but I believe 682 once adapted through existence erasure. Like, I'm pretty sure 682 once got erased from existence and then adapted back into existence. So yeah, this is he's pretty strong, and yeah. And then we get into 682's true form, and yeah, I think Doomsday loses this one. So no, that was the big battle. But then we get to the bigger battle, the true final battle, the one, the only SCP-999 versus Flubber. It's battle happy blobs. I love it. They probably wouldn't. This would probably end up like Deadpool with Pinkie Pie. They become friends instead of killing each other. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. But if they do have to murder each other, I think 999 wins, because pretty sure he scales to the Scarlet King. Possibly. I mean, he's just a baby, but I mean, when he's an adult, he probably scales to Scarlet King. But yeah, SCP-999 versus Flubber is the best matchup in the world. You cannot deny it. It is the best matchup ever.